Hi guys, welcome to Arena Adventures. This time we'll be using a replay, just because I've played so many games. I know I said I wanted to record all of them, but that would be just too much, and you wouldn't like. I wanted to like jump to Gold League, and this is actually me playing in a Gold League. Else, I believe, was in Elite League already when it was played. I'm not sure if all of the players were in Gold League, but maybe we can check actually. Check. Oh, we can only see their reputation. Okay, so without further ado, Gold League, very high gameplay. I'm actually the after Gold League there is no like Platinum and the Diamond stuff yet. It's just Elite League about this, just because there are so few players. I believe in the Gold League there, as I'm recording this on 17th of January. There are only 80 players or something, and in Elite there are like 6. So this is me trying to get to Elite. I'm Gold 9, so just 1 point away, and let's see if we get there or not. So here, Arena in the first season is always 4 players, just if someone is curious, and I really like that. I think 7 Wonders is best at 4 players. Of course, there are some, like, if you just play 4 players, as I did in the arena, you see something that's like, there are some schematics, like if you play, like me, 2000 games, like probably 1,000 of them in 4 player, then you see some of the patterns when there are some wonders present, and there is a meta. Like if you play with the same people, there is a meta. And you can see the high-level meta, but I will talk maybe about that in another video. So here, I'm very happy with classes. I think current meta really involves winning red cheaply. That's what's best for you. Because people really don't want to lose, so they don't want to push red just out of spite. So if you establish a 4 shield lead before the last era, you are probably winning red. Especially when you lead over both of your opponents. So here, I of course choose B. I think B is superior. I've debated playing A for a long time, but Rodos B is just superior. Here, I don't like, this was a day or 2 ago that I've played this, so I don't remember my exact choices, so I will go through this like a new replay kind of. Here, I think Marketplace is a clear winner. We have 3 green guys. Of course, in this setup, this guy is not really green. Although he could be actually, because in the second era he could like wreak havoc on them. But that's just too risky. He will never do this. Or almost never do this. He can splash green, but he cannot be full green. So this, I expect this guy to build maybe a papyrus, so then we are all set. And when this hand comes back, maybe Arvane, maybe one of these, maybe throw. Here we're pretty lucky, we get Timberyard on the second hand, so of course that's the pick. When this hand comes back, maybe this, maybe Papyrus if no one builds it, just to secure everything, maybe Arvane, and maybe Barracks. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so here, this is a tricky hand. I think I went Claypole and I like it, just because I want to have an access to all reds. With this I have access to all reds, and I have access to some reds in the second era. Which, as I said, my plan was to establish myself on red. Oh, actually, wait for this. Sorry, guys. I haven't slept much today. I'm not sure. Maybe Clay was better. Clay feel like it was really good. Here I'm going for Stone Pit, just so I can build my first stage of the Wonder. There is some consideration to buffs, but I really want to get ahead on red. Like by making sure that I have presence in red, I'm discouraging them from building red, which is what I want to achieve. And the reason I picked, I remember now, the reason I picked Stockade is I know also like plays heavily on red a lot of times. So I wanted to like starve him out of everything. But of course, it really doesn't work here, because if he picks Clay now, he has access to guard tower. So this is a double-edged sword. And if I picked Clay, then I can build guard tower here. So it really doesn't matter, except that he would actually doesn't get Clay. So it will be worse for him and better for me. A little. So I think that was a mistake. No, but I wouldn't have this. So maybe that wasn't a mistake. Hard to say. Here I debated Orvain just because, like, if he gets, if I like, I need 4, right? So if I get this, then I get doubles, then I'm set. If nobody builds an Orvain, then even with doubles I'm not enough. But I think I went for, I just hit the pawn shop so he will build Orvain, and then the next Orvain comes up. That was the smart thing to do. Yeah, and I actually did it. And here I'm actually building Orvain. Even if he builds it, then I have Orvain, then I can, with Caravanserai, I can get away. And if not, and then I will just build doubles and be happy. I have 2 over them already, so I don't need a third. Although it would be pretty risky, but I can see building barracks here. But this was my chance. How it works in Arena is I get 1 or 2 shields if I win, depending on the competition. I get 0 if I'm 2nd place, I lose 1 or 2 if I'm 3rd place, and I lose 3 if I'm 4th place. So I really can be at best 2nd place. There were even some games where I was 2nd and I lost 1 shield just because the opposition was not that great. No idea what I went here. I think I went walls. But I'm really not sure. No, actually, okay. This is good. What else? This was good, and this was okay, and this was okay as well. Oh, by the way, now I remember more about this game. Okay, so you are in for a treat, I think. There will be something that I never done, but I will do here. Okay, the reason I went this is strictly for stables, which is the easiest one to build for everyone, just because people are trying to do it. So it's great to steal the stables, so they don't build it, or like they have to pay for building, which of course people don't want to pay usually, even if it's better to pay than build something for free. Here. I think I went quarry here. I think I did, yeah. This might seem crazy, but I wanted to limit their stone. I want to kind of establish that I'm the stone guy and you have to buy from me and you won't get double stone. And here I think I went sawmill. And at this point, I know I said I didn't want to experiment, but I was like, I am going to build a super haven. And if you don't know what haven is this. It gives you 1 gold and 1 point for every brown. And the reason why you can actually base your strategy on haven is that there are 2 havens and they're not contested at all usually. So I was like, I was building Haven when there is 4. Like that was like a 70%, I would say. Of course, this number is totally out of my head, but it's like the feeling. 60-70% that I'm building Haven. So with this, 90% that I'm building Haven. With this, 100% that I'm building Haven. But I was like, how much can I push it actually? When you think about it, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm actually in need to build a double. Like after this, sorry, I messed this up somehow. After this, I knew that I have to build double ore, so at least 5. So that's like 90% I'm building Haven. Maybe 99 even. After this, 100. After this, still 100. So I was like, I will build Haven for 7. That means I have to pay 1 to him for this, because I cannot build it for free. But that means that it will actually gives me 9 points. And 6 gold. Like in these 9 points, there are 6 gold is included. And as I said, I can really count on Haven like getting to me. So with this, I'm actually stealing a lot of their resources. Like if it would have even worked better if it wasn't for Alexandria here, just because Alexandria has this, right? So. And they do not have like this is not why I did it, but there are some benefits to this. Nobody has trading to me, so me getting like super crazy on resources doesn't benefit them. Like it doesn't mean that they can build everything for cheap now. But I would stay away. I'm not saying don't try this at home, kids and gentlemen and ladies. Don't try this. This can backfire very hard. But here, Sawmill is my pick. And when I said about meta, there are some doubles that are better than others. For example, the Foundry is pretty bad. So you can actually, like, that's why Colossus is pretty good. In 4-player. Foundry is pretty bad for everyone except you. Sometimes it's good for someone, but usually you can count on getting Foundry. And in the first round, there is double wood, which is pretty contested, and double ore vein, which is not contested much. Like people will build it, but you want them to build it once, and you want to build the other. So you have a chance of building your third wonder with Caravanserai. And as you can see, for example, stone, there is only 1 stone. There is double stone here, but they're very heavily contested. Quarry is contested actually. Quarry is important. It lets you in the second round build aqueduct, and it lets you build walls. Then walls lead to fortifications, so that's pretty good. So yeah, so that's why I think Colossus is pretty good in 4-player. It's probably the best number for Colossus. Maybe 3-player is better, but I think this is great. So here, I don't remember if I build walls, but I think I build walls, and then in the next hand I just build the foundry. No, I should build the foundry here. And here I'm building the statue. But if you look, I have 7, 8 cards for resources. As Colossus, that's okay. That's only acceptable if you're a Colossus. And also I spent 4 gold building this. So that's quite a lot. But yeah, we will see how it works out. Let's evaluate the game state on first era. When you think about it, I have 3 advantage over them on shields, right? 1, 2, and this can be 3. So I'm pretty safe on red for now, except this. So. But I'm still winning with both of them with minimal effort. I'm a beast on resources. I don't have many, but I have this and I have access to everything. So here I was just like, okay, let's get it out of the way. And nothing else seemed like ridiculously good. This is just 6. This is not good enough for me. That's one disadvantage of Colossus B. This is not needed to be pressured. I don't want to get in a red war, so let's just get Haven. And yeah, there is a red war coming, so I don't want to be a part of that. This should be at least 7, which is good enough for me to take it over Palace. So I picked this. This can be a consideration too. And there's a lot of red, so if I'm stuck, I can still just build red on last hand and win. But I can see Palace. And Palace has the advantage that you do not have to build the last stage and can build red actually from this hand. So I would actually maybe think about it more. This is not that bad. Depends on what he does, but he has 2 clays, so I assume that he wants to build all the way. And I was happy with that because that means that I don't want to raise him on red with this. I would need 2 reds to win, which is too much. I'm never building 2 reds. Here I think I went for this. The other advantage of going for this crazy setup is that you get a lot of points from this. That was fortunate that it came up, and but it wasn't fortunate that it was passed to me. Just because by picking all of this, I'm making sure that none of the other guys can actually build it reliably. As you can see, it's 9, so that's pretty good. This also makes this better, so after I saw this, I was happy with my decision. Here I'm just going for a 5-pointer. It's okay to get a 5-pointer. I just got 8, 9, and 9. So as you can see, I'm 40 right now. So here this is actually 5 right now. That's because of this. So it's okay. And he pushed red, which I wasn't very happy about. But I actually, like, in this game, I'm only racing this guy. He has 1 under me, but he would get points from this if he won the fight. So them actually pushing red is not that terrible. And here I can push red and win against this guy, but I rather just build it and draw. And 1, 2. Like, these are the last 2 reds, right? So I'm sure that I win red if I push. But I'm actually giving him... Like, he is not a threat anymore just because he cannot win red. But, yeah, and he's A, which means that he has no, like, surprises with double push. But still, I just push a wonder just because it's more points. And here, actually, as Colossus, I'm losing and drawing, but I'm winning, so that's all that matters. I don't think you can see the results, but I actually got promoted to the Elite League. So I was very happy about that. I'm currently number 3rd, I think. Let's show you this, guys. Yes. I can show you that I'm 3rd currently. Shud is number 1, Zamnima is number 2. I see a lot of familiar faces. Also, as you can see, 6. I believe he was higher when he played this. And I'll just want to show you how many gold players there are. I think I said 80 or 84, so I was really close. But I see a lot of familiar nicknames here, so I'm sure more people will get promoted and it will be easier to find games. I actually was unable to even find games as elite for now, so but of course number one, that's where we want to be. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. See you later. Bye.